All right, Shalom, Shalom. Giving all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach us this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash. Peace, love, and blessing to the elect out there scattered abroad around the four corners of the earth, mainly in Babylon the Great, America. All right, 144,000 and 1/3. All right, which all symbolizes the elect. Hey, I say shalom, shalom unto you. And this is just basically a news update in the news. And it is today as of January 16, 2024. It says 12:41. So, it was just recently posted within an hour ago, not even a full hour. And it says that U.S. carries out a new strike against Hamas in Yemen. Hope I'm saying that correct. It's the third time the U.S. has hit Hamas sites used in Red Sea attacks. And because the first attack did happen in the Red Sea. And not only that, Iran, or this group that's backed up by Iran, did an attack on America, I believe, this past weekend. And now here America is doing more retaliation strikes on these groups. And matter of fact, let me see something. See, it was in the news already.
Now to the widening conflicts in the Middle East. Today, a U.S.-owned cargo ship was hit by a ballistic missile off the coast of Yemen. That's according to U.S. Central Command. The attack by Iranian-backed Houthi militants caused no injuries or significant damage, but it follows Friday's retaliatory strikes by the United States and Britain.
16 hours ago.
CBS's Charlie D'Agata reports tonight from Tel Aviv.
Iranian-backed Houthi militants held military exercises in Yemen just a day after being hit by U.S.-led airstrikes, more in defiance than a show of force, a flex of military muscle on land, for a battle being waged at sea. U.S. operators say the cargo ship Gibraltar Eagle was hit by an anti-ship ballistic missile 100 miles off the coast of Yemen in the Gulf of Aden. The company said the vessel suffered limited damage to the cargo hold, but that it was stable and heading out to sea with no injuries reported. The attack follows that massive U.S.-UK bombing campaign to deter assaults exactly like this. The Houthis retaliated by launching an anti-ship cruise missile toward the USS Laboon destroyer in the Red Sea before it was shot down by a fighter jet, according to U.S. military officials. Houthis say they're targeting commercial ships in solidarity with Palestinians as the conflict in Gaza reached 100 days, where Hamas released undated video showing 3 hostages speaking under duress, including Noah Argamani, the 26-year-old captured on video being taken away from the music concert on the morning of the October 7th massacre. One of more than 130 hostages that remain missing tonight. Hamas released unverified images of the 2 other hostages, the 2 men, revealing that they'd been killed while in captivity. It's not clear when that video was taken. It's also unclear about the well-being of Noah Argamani tonight. Nora?
Tough to hear that news. Charlie D'Agata, thank you.
All right, and that was hit back at the U.S. strikes on Yemen, another war in West Asia. So basically, hey, it's that time, man. That's the times that we are living in. That's the times that we are entering into. Let me get Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. I'm going to read all the way down to verse 8, and that's the main point. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak. And we are in those times of speaking. With that being said, because the prophets are out here week in and week out prophesying the downfall of the society that they're under slaves. All right. Them being slaves unto, man. All right. The Lord woken up his chosen people, starting off with the elect, because ultimately his chosen people is the Israelites. You know, no ifs, ands, or buts. And those are the only ones, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, Seminole Indian descent. You are the only ones that the Lord truly loves. And even with that, on this side, he only cared for his elect, man, because he's not going to save all Israel. OK, and on the first go around, he's not going to save all Israel because 2/3 of Israel has to taste of that second death, which is the lake of fire, which is going to come by the way of thermonuclear war. Because that's what's coming to Babylon the Great, America, thermonuclear war, man. In verse 8, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. And we are entering in that time of war. All right. We are entering in that time. This is Revelation chapter 11, verse 14. The second woe is past. And behold, the third woe of the third world war cometh quickly. All right. And if you read Revelation 9, the 9th chapter, it'll tell you that the first woe has passed. Here come two more afterwards, man. So let you know that the Bible was talking about 3 current future events that were going to happen in the processes of time. All right. And that woe means destruction. So great destruction or worldwide destruction is going to happen once again. All right. Via World War I, World War II, which already both happened. And now we're on the brink of World War III. And before I get into another video, I want to play this video right here. And you got to listen to what Trump says. All right. And these elites and these Edomites know what's up, man. Let me read this precept right here on the screen. This is Matthew 24, chapter 24, verse 6 through 8. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there should be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. This is only the beginning. All right. And this was put up by one of the brothers, or even the elder, younger elder, Karab Tazah, out of, this page GMS Vegas Sit Downs 144K, which is out of, Las Vegas, the young elder. All right. Letting you know. And it's also reading underneath last minute. Hudas, I forgot how to pronounce it. I was just saying it earlier. Witness U.S. power. The war begins. All right. So now this is a new unlock of nuclear war that's about to come upon the earth. Now the UK and America is more involved now, because at first America was involved by aiding these other countries to help do all the fighting in their land. Like prime example with the Ukraine war, Ukraine and Russia war. All right. With Taiwan and China. All right. So on and so forth. But now, and because prophecies are not tarrying no longer, the United States are going to, be part of that war, man. They're going to, be more in action as prophecies prolong. All right. And you already had to start off the starter kit of World War III when, dealing with Hamas and Israel. The least of the flock shall draw them out. So that would really draw out everybody to enter in this royal rumble. All right. AKA World War III. Okay, so I'm gonna continue on with the video.
Hey, Mr. President, thanks for being here tonight.
Thank you.
Clearly, it's no secret that our country is in chaos. The world is in chaos. What happened with Yemen and the missile strikes the last few days, Ukraine, Palestine, we don't even know where the Secretary of Defense is right now. Are we on the brink of World War III?
I think we're the closest that we've ever been. And, you know, Joe, this won't be a regular war. This is not going to be, as I say, army tanks running back and forth, shooting each other. These are weapons of mass destruction, the likes of which nobody's ever seen. I've seen them. And this is obliteration. This is not a world war like we are used to. World War I, World War II were terrible, horrible. This is so much bigger than that. This is, you know.
And just to let it be known, the scriptures prophesied about World War I, World War II. All right. And the new world, World War III, is going to be ultimately fought with fuels of fire, because like he said, it's weapons of mass destruction, because everything has increased. Knowledge has increased. Technology has increased. The wickedness of Esau has increased. So it's definitely going to be a terrible judgment upon this land by the way of nuclear fire. As it say in the scriptures, in that day it shall burn as an oven. This is Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. And that's basically going into how it went from the ancient of times of wars, how men fought man to man, hand to hand combat, you know, with the battle cries, the yelling, the blood, you know, the death and so on and so forth. But now it's about to become a futuristic war. All right. By the way of the new technology and the nuclear capability that all these countries have. And all these countries have nuclear capability. America is not the only one. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. The element shall melt with fervent heat. All right. And that's what it boils down to. So continue on.
Like annihilation. And we have people that can't put two sentences together.
And it's crazy because this happened in Des Moines, Iowa. And it's a camp up there, man. So, Barakatah Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Everything happens for a reason. All right. There's no new thing underneath the sun. There's no such thing as coincidence. It's only strictly prophecies.
Our president.
And it's 144. Kahalayim La Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash.
Can't speak. He can't speak a full sentence.
Должны очень четко понимать, нам противостоит серьезный враг. Серьезный враг. Мы имеем дело с объединенным, там, условным Западом. Это 50 с лишним стран, часть из которых не западные, и Запад становится уже давно не географическим понятием. Они все равно будут и раскачают свою экономику, и переведут ее на военный рельс. То есть это обозначает, что у нас есть 1,5-2 года, чтобы за это время свою экономику довести до уровня, когда она сможет противостоять этим странам с их экономическим потенциалом. Мы идем к Третьей мировой войне, хотя, на мой взгляд, мы уже в ней находимся. Кстати, так же считает и Трамп.
The stark warning from two top defense officials in Sweden urging citizens to prepare for war have sparked concerns and accusations of alarmism. The civil defense minister Carl-Oskar Bolin cautioned of a potential for war, a sentiment later endorsed by military commander-in-chief General Mikael Biden, who advised all Swedes to mentally prepare for the possibility. Opposition politicians have criticized the tone of the warnings, with former Prime Minister Magdalena Andersson deeming them excessive. Despite the criticism, the remarks are being viewed as a wake-up call, raising awareness amid the evolving security situation, particularly as Sweden awaits entry into the NATO Defense Alliance. After more than 2 centuries of peace, Sweden is on the verge of joining NATO, pending approval from Turkey's parliament and Hungary. And so General Biden, emphasizing the need for individual preparedness, clarified his remarks were not new having visited Ukraine's eastern front recently, where Sweden participates in training Ukrainian pilots. Finland has already joined NATO, and Russia has suggested that it would be the first to suffer if the tensions escalated. This might be the reason why Sweden is preparing for war. The civil defense minister aimed to enhance awareness and urge local authorities, emergency planners, and individuals to respond. Prime Minister Ulf Kristersson announced Sweden's commitment to meet NATO's 2% GDP spending target of military defense in 2024. Whereas General Biden's recent warning to prepare mentally for a war aligns with Poland's recent caution, emphasizing the need for NATO eastern flank to brace for confrontation with Russia, as it could be a real possibility now. Defense specialists are noting the possibility of a war, but outlined specific conditions, including the end of Russia's war in Ukraine, military rebuilding, and Europe losing the US support. These factors, while within the realm of possibility, underscores the complex and evolving geopolitical landscape.
Shipping passes through these narrow shipping lanes. But the Houthis have persistently violated the law, menacing commercial vessels.
Ya Allah. Aha. Ya Allah. Ya Allah. Ya Allah.
In other global news, Iran's Revolutionary Guards launched missile attacks on multiple targets in Syria and in Iraq's Kurdistan region. Iran says that it targeted terrorist bases. The official Iranian news agency said that the missiles destroyed a spy headquarters and a gathering of anti-Iranian terrorist groups in Erbil. Remember, Erbil is the capital of Iraq's autonomous Kurdistan region. The Iranian troops later hit with ballistic missiles in Syria in what is dubbed as gathering places of commanders and main elements related to the recent terror operations.
Soldiers from New Jersey are joining the fight against an Islamic militant group in the Middle East. This will be the largest deployment of New Jersey Army National Guard soldiers since 2008. CBS News Philadelphia reporter Madeline Wright spoke to one soldier about the challenges that lie ahead.
Lieutenant Colonel Omar Minot is among 1,500 New Jersey Army National Guard soldiers deploying to Iraq and Syria.
I'm excited. It's me personally. This is my 5th deployment.
His deployment is part of Operation Inherent Resolve, a military campaign to defeat ISIS.
We have the training that we need. We have the equipment that we need to fight and win.
Khan and Salakia for that. But yeah, man, that's the times that we are entering into World War III, man. All right, the war to end all wars. I'm gonna get one more precept and I'm gonna close out. Lord will, I do another video like this dealing with World War III, because at the end of the day, these are biblical prophecies and these things will come to pass before anything, before the kingdom of heaven. Through much tribulation, we must enter into the kingdom of heaven. All right, before World War III pops off, the mandate of the MOTB has to come, which means the economic collapse has to come. All right, the great trial or the great testing of our faith has to come. Because like the scriptures say, through much tribulation, ye may enter into the kingdom of heaven. All right. The Lord never said it would have been no cakewalk, no easy walk. OK, but at the same time, have faith. Fret not, because ultimately the Lord is trying your integrity and trying your faith on how much you believe on him, how much you can honestly say in your mind, despite all this hell that's about to come upon the earth, Lord's will, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, I will be protected. My family will be protected through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right. But man, meanwhile, like I said, because to the average person, we probably, crazy lunatics, because we can honestly still, meanwhile, we prophesy the downfall of this place, saying how it's going to be destroyed, how it's going to go out. But meanwhile, we still do what we have to do in this society, still pay our bills, still take care of our business, take care of our families, us having a lot of, important roles in life, and we can still, be prosperous in fulfilling those roles in life, and also doing the work and serving Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, because that's where that balance comes in, man. All right, the Lord don't want you to overdo it or overdo it much. He just needs your time, man. He needs you to at least to acknowledge him, man, to know that he exists. Because that's what Yahweh means, man. He to be, or he exists. OK, so Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 1. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them, that rise up against me a destroying wind. And that destroying wind is nuclear destruction. That nuclear wind, man. Verse 2, and I will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall make her land empty for the day of trouble. They shall be against her round about, these other nations, man, in the day of trouble, because all these nations, even the ones that was once an allies with America, all right, going back to Obadiah 1 and 7, all that confederacy shall have you in derision, or deceive you, roughly paraphrasing, because all these nations are going to turn, especially the allies of America, are going to turn on Babylon the Great. All right, this place. Verse 3, against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifteth himself up in his brigadon, and spare ye not her young men, and destroy ye utterly all her hosts. All right. And that's what it boils down to. The Lord is going to use these nations to shoot off their arrows, man, to destroy this place. Let me get one more precept in 2nd Ezra. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, and his arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. from one continent to the next. That's why you have ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles. That's why you have hypersonic missiles, those fast cruise missiles, man. All right. And the ICBMs, the intercontinental ballistic missile, are known missiles to shoot from one continent until the next. That's why you have precepts saying when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. Verse 14, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. All right. Till it consume the foundation of the earth, the nuclear missiles, man. Till it consume its designated target of destruction. All right. And even with that, the fires are still going to burn for an efficient time, for a monument, for a memorial, a memory of that wicked empire, that wicked great city that once was in rulership and established and now has come to naught in total, emptiness, desolation, total annihilation, man, according to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Verse 16, like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. And one of those plagues are the ICBM nuclear missiles, going back to Zechariah 14 and 12. And verse 17 is a valid point. Woe is me, which means destruction unto me. Destruction is me. Who will deliver me in those days? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right. And that was Ezra's, because he saw the terrible, horrific vision that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to bring upon the planet Earth in the latter days, man. Okay. So, like I said, Lord will I do another video like this pertaining to World War III, in the news, the updated news of World War III. Till next time, I'm going to close out by saying Kahalayim La, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach us the truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash. Peace, love, and blessings to the elect, 144,000 and the 1/3 that's going to be saved in the up and coming times, the latter end, which we are in right now, man. To you, I say shalom, shalom, peace, love, and blessings, and much protection unto the elect.